meet me at the corner of Russell and Albina, just about a block from Mississippi Avenue. I'll take you to a house where they hang carpets on the wall, and if we go there on a Sunday, there's a song I'll take you through.
Welcome to Open Mic America, the day after America's 250th birthday. I'm Daphne Ramiel, I'm your MC, and Mike Simpson is our interviewer today, and he's also going to sing us 2 songs. And Dave Williams, Capo Dave Williams, is our engineer and founder of this wonderful show, and also the creator and builder of Dandy hybrid guitars, about which you will hear later. And just as a note, I'm a new proud owner of one of those. Our mission is to support your local open mics, where you can go in person and see songwriters performing their original music. But tonight, thanks to technology, we get to travel all around the country and see those very same performers in their own living rooms. So without gimmicks, without frills, this is the DNA of American music, tapestry of stories and songs that have been weaving us together for generations. So now, let's introduce all of our performers. You can find links to their work on our website and on this YouTube video. So we're going to start with Stephen Azzaro from Killingworth, Connecticut. You could wave if I call your name. Craig Williams from San Jose, California, followed by Gary Cromers from West Hurley, New York, Mike Simpson from Saratoga, California, Joseph Isaacs from Columbia, Maryland, the Elder Singer from Alameda, California, and Roxy and Johnny from Menlo Park, California. California is very well represented on this show. And now, without further ado, let's hear from our very first performer, who is going to be Steve Azzaro. And I wanted to tell you a little bit more about Steve. So, Steve has a group called Anything Goes, and they play on the first and second Fridays in retail establishments in Chester, Connecticut. They were at the Folk Festival in Chester, and they also perform in senior residences. They have a list of lovely performers, and I guess you could find their names on the website. And they also record songs on a show that Stephen has called Tales and Tunes on vsctv.com in Westbrook, Connecticut. And if you want to attend an open mic that they like to attend, it would be Catbird Cafe, Roslindale Open Mic, North Reading Community Open Mic on Zoom, and Buttonwood Tree in Middleton live once a month. Wow, very active. Okay, take it away, Steve.
Thank you, Daphne. It's great to be back again with this wonderfully produced and presented program of original songs. This is a song I wrote. I don't know whether any of you have ever run away from home. I never did, but every once in a while I get the thought of, got to get away from it all. This song is called Runaway 71. Well, I'm gonna run away, I'm gonna go. I wanna go so far away, 'cause I need to know. I'm gonna share my life with music and song. I'll be dancing my dreams. Do you wanna come along? Let's run away, get away with me. Down to the harbor and then to the sea. We'll travel together, just you and me. I'm gonna travel our land, I'm gonna make my own way, gonna take a stand, I need to have my say. Well, no anchor drags me down, I'll be a gypsy and free, I'll get around with a will of sovereignty. Will you run away, get away with me, down to the harbor and then to the sea. Well, we'll travel together, just you and me. Well, the thoughts fill my mind, you know time is slipping away. Lots of problems I'll find, but I'm gonna have my say. Well, I believe in dreams and possibilities. I believe in you, do you believe in me? I'll live a free life and I'll belong everywhere. Gonna have trouble and strife, but as long as I care, I'll be just singing my songs. It's a lifetime odyssey, I'll keep moving along. It's my destiny, my destiny. Come on, run away, break away with me, down to the harbor and then to the sea. We'll travel together, just you and me, just you and me. Me loving you, you loving me, down to the harbor and then to the sea. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's my runaway song. This next song is a song I wrote which accompanies a video that we created called Freedom on the Green. And it was March 28th, which was the third Note King's, what I like to call Protect Day. And this is called Doing What's Right. The streets echo the voices of we the people. Freedom's calling, people taking a stand. Voices rising throughout our land. From common town greens and city streets, freedom's heart strongly beats. Handmade signs in red and black, the simple truth, there's no turning back. Lifted up high for all to see. Heartfelt words defend democracy. Heartfelt words defend democracy. Well, we stand for truth, you know we stand for law, for our republic with reverent awe, with hope our compass and truth our shield. We won't bow down, we will not yield. We the people rise, our voices strong, to set things right where they belong. Through every trial we demand justice and liberty throughout our land. Justice and liberty throughout our land. Chants rebound off glass and stone, in country and city to every home. The Liberty Bell, long silent and still, now proclaims freedom with its iron will. Follow the money, note the lies, clear the haze that blinds your eyes. In boardrooms dark and hidden halls, deals are made to spite us all. Deals are made to spite us all. Well, we stand for truth, we stand for law, for our republic with reverent awe, with hope our compass and truth our shield. We won't bow down, we will not yield. The people rise, a million voices strong, to set things right where we belong. United we make our stand. Justice and liberty throughout our land. Justice and liberty throughout our land. Will we be brave? Will we speak clear to guard the rights we hold so dear? From tyranny to democracy, and from poverty to prosperity. The people's will is our sacred trust. We believe in justice because we must. No throne, no court above us stands. The people's voice must guide our land. We, the people's voice, must guide our land. Well, we stand for truth, we stand for law, for our republic, with reverent awe, with a Bill of Rights to lead the way through the darkness to a brighter day. Every soul's born to be free. It's the keystone and heart of our liberty. United we make our stand. Justice and liberty throughout our land. A nation of laws, freedom, rights for all, freedom. The people rule, freedom, justice for all, freedom. From darkness into liberty's light, we stand as one, we'll do what's right. With peace and truth, our voices sing. Free people speak, let freedom ring. Free people speak, let freedom ring. Liberty, equality, justice, and freedom. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. And whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it.
Key whack. You got that right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, Steve, now's your talk with Mike.
I always enjoy a talk with Mike.
All right. And I always enjoy talking to you too, Steve. First off, let me just say, nice harp work in general. I'm a big fan of people who can play the harmonica. I play it a
Thanks,
little,
Mike.
but I don't do it in public. You know, it's very nice. Hey, interesting thing, that first song, your introduction encapsulates the multiple significant statements you make about personal freedom and belonging everywhere and that kind of stuff, with the notion of running away. I was expecting something a little different. What brought that song to light?
Good question. A dear friend of mine wrote a book about his younger days. And when I read his little biography, and he mentioned all the things that he wound up doing, Like he was a great marble player and enjoyed um, playing in other sports, and he did run away. And I read that entire book, and I thought, well, this is this is something to when I think about singer songwriters, especially songwriters. Um, we're not physically running away, but we go to other places when we put a song together.
Right.
And I've never run away from home, but this is one time I fell asleep in a big box in the backyard in the afternoon when I was a little kid. They thought I was lost, but they found me, thank goodness. But I've never run away from home. So I just thought I would put this song together and sort of get the feeling for what it's like for us singer songwriters when we put the words down and what we want to say. We get away from it a little bit.
Cool. Very brilliant explanation. Um, the I put down a comment that I was going to make, but I'm not going to make it. But I do like the day March 28th. I'll just leave it at that. The second song, one of the things that I appreciate more than anything else in singer-songwriter work or hymn writer work or people that do that, that write songs about this country, is people who attach themselves immediately and steadily throughout the song to core values. And you did that just beautifully in there.
Thank you. Thank you.
How did you curate the values that you wanted to speak about in that?
Yeah, it's a good question. Um, First of all, this was a song that, well, everybody knows what's going on. And in my understanding of what our freedoms are, we're a representative republic. We have a constitution. That's what guides us. And the truth is important, and it's being bandied about now as trash by some very, very evil people. So truth is important. The Constitution is important. The fact that we have a representative government is important, even though many of them are just failing us. The balances between the legislative, executive, and judicial branches are critically important, and they're not working. And you take the fifth estate, you take the press. The press is being manipulated by the other major factor, which is controlling things going on, which is big business, believe it or not, which throughout history has had this absolutely amazing influence on countries and on people, and still does now. So pulling those things together, and the quote that I did is right from the Declaration of Independence and the prelude to it, and it just makes sense to me that if we don't say what we need to say and we don't become active, and this is how I can do it, Mike. I'm an old guy. I can't go marching out and go travel all over and do things, but I can write a song. I can do a video. If it's okay, I'll put the link onto the video. I think I sent it to Daphne, a link to the video, which is Freedom on the Green, and that's this March 28th, where this song accompanies that. If you'd like to see it, it would be, I think, I would appreciate it if you would like to take a look at it. But I don't know whether that answers your question or not, Mike. I go back.
It does. It does. One of the other things that I wanted to say about the song is I find personally when I write about current events, which I avoid doing because I tend to write things that have a certain high level of vitriol about them. And so they're not that much fun for anyone to listen to. But when I do it and I feel like it's worth anybody else hearing, it is like the song that you just wrote. It's very direct and it's very practical, and I applaud you literally for that. That's nicely done. Hey, it's great to have you back. I hope we'll see you again. And I'm going to kick this back to Daphne.
There. Thank you so much, Steve and Mike. And now we are going to go to the West Coast. We're going to be in San Jose, California, and listen and watch Craig Williams perform. Now, Craig Williams likes to play at the Poorhouse Bistro and at Bogey's in San Jose. Take it away, Craig.
Thanks, Daphne. Yeah, this first song here is something I wrote probably a couple of years ago. And what it was, I was just visiting an online songwriting class from a girl named Katie Tupin out of Kentucky. And she was running a little contest. She wanted to see if people could write a song and record it and submit it to her class in a week's time. And she wanted the song to be about summer. So this is the one I'm going to do, called Summer's Wind. Summer's wind, barefoot and skin, cut off shorts, love began, taking a dip in the great blue sea, being kissed by a honeybee. Summer's wind, summer's wind, summer's when we play. Stoop sitting on the porch, waving to your neighbors, invite them to join in. Another bottle of Chardonnay, let's eat and drink today. Talking, so in the breeze. Summer's wind, summer's wind, summer's when we play. Summer's wind, summer's wind, summer's when we play. Windows wide open, no covers on the bed, ceiling fan up on a book I haven't read. Deep in the gray blue sea, before you know it, it's over so quick. Summer's wind, summer's wind, summer's when we play. Summer's when, summer's when, summer's when we play.
Yay, beautiful.
This next one here is something I wrote this year, and it's just something that I think that a lot of people, mainly like ranchers and farmers, are going through in these tough times. And this song's called "We Are So Screwed." Coffee's gone cold, sky's dusty blue, bills on the table saying what they do, radio talking like it's nothing new. Every road's bent, every promise used. We're so screwed, but we're still standing, holding our ground with our empty hands and laughing low, so we don't come unglued. Yeah, we're so screwed. Winds through the field where the bank signs stand, empty swings rusting in a borrowed land, phones full of dreams we can't make true. Work all day just to fall behind you. We're so screwed, but we're still standing. Same old fight, same thin landing, praying soft like us old folks do. Yeah, we're so screwed. We're so screwed, but we're still standing. Same old fight with the empty hands in, laughing low, so we don't come unglued. Yeah, we're so screwed. No big rescue rolling through just this town and the things we do. Eyes up front, hearts have blues. Yeah, we're so screwed. Eyes up front and hearts have blues. Yeah, we're so screwed. Yeah, we're so screwed.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Wow. Well, thank you, Craig. And now I'm going to hand you over to Mike.
Hey, Craig.
Hey, Mike.
I'm trying to remember if I've seen you play before.
I've seen you lots of times, Mike.
Oh, okay. Where was that?
I've seen you at, I think at Bogey's occasionally, and then the last time I saw you was for Memorial for Craig.
Right, Craig's Memorial. I looked at you and I thought, yeah, I saw him at the Memorial. Yeah, yeah.
I was on the drums the whole time, though.
Right, exactly. So you're pals with Dave and Lynn and all those guys, right? Yeah. House band.
They're great.
He's a very good drummer, by the way, although he didn't drum for us here today.
No.
So let's talk about, given that you've been songwriting a long time, right?
I have been, but not seriously. I started, playing acoustic guitar more solo probably about 7 years ago, and that's when I started writing more seriously.
Right. Okay, so it's interesting. The first song has a technical thing about it. I want to ask you about how you got there. Yes, you're playing it in the key of C. I get that, but by the chords that you're playing. However, the melody and the quick movement to the relative minor gives the whole thing kind of a minor feel, and it's about summer
Yeah.
and about when we play. What's going on there? How did you come to that?
I don't know. It's just the chords kind of were something I wanted to play different because every song I write, they're always the same three chords. So yeah, I think I tried to play like a D minor in there, and I was fumbling it pretty badly. But I don't know how it came about, but yeah, it kind of seems odd to be kind of a minor and singing about summer, a happy thing.
Summer is when we play. Yeah. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting right from the top. So let me ask you, and you can illustrate as you wish from both songs. What's your order of operations in songwriting? In other words, are you one of those songwriters who primarily begins with a chord sequence, or with a melody, or with lyric, or with usually is it just an image that comes and build? What do you? How do you build a song?
I usually start with the chords, some type of chord sequence and melody. And I've always struggled at lyrics. I never considered myself a lyricist, but I've spent more time lately on trying to, make something that's interesting and really have something behind it instead of, simple love song or something like that.
Well, you do some pretty darn fair image work. I noticed that an important thing in both of these songs is the sky
Yeah.
in terms of the image. And so, what is sky to you in a song? What is it bringing?
It brings light to me, and I mean, there's times where I set out and just in the backyard with the dogs and looking out, watching birds fly by, and just seeing the blue sky means a lot to me. I don't know. It does come up in a lot of my songs, though.
Yeah, its placement, particularly in the second song, caused me to think of the fact that things that you were writing about were kind of overarching, expansive ideas.
Yeah.
In the lyrics and stuff, which is always very cool. So what are you working on now? What other songs you have going? Anything?
I've been working on a project of 11 songs recording, but it's been a year now. I started last July actually, and we're to the mixing stage of things, and these two songs will be on the album. But yeah, I got 11 new songs that will hopefully be out by the holidays.
Well, that's an album's worth to be sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you banding it up? Are you just guitar and voice, or?
Yeah, just me. I actually on the recording I play mandolin, keyboards, and some drums, and then I had a really good bass player friend of mine that laid down all the bass tracks.
Yeah.
And I might ask Dave to do some solo work.
Cool. Well, it sounds like you've got a good project going. You got a release date for us?
Yeah, well, it's taken so long. I didn't think it'd take this long to do an album because I've done several before. But yeah, I'm hoping for like around the holidays, like November, December.
Sounds doable. All right. Well, good luck on it. Are you going to distribute it on physical media, or just or strictly on online?
No, I'm hoping to do CDs and maybe even vinyl if it turns out good enough.
Vinyl. That's robust. All right, Craig. This is your first time here on Open Mic
It
America,
is, and
right? Well,
a little nervous.
let me say what I like to say to first timers: welcome home.
Thank you.
I hope we'll see you again, and I hope it won't be too long. And I will now return you to the careful care of Daphne Ramil.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Craig. And yes, ditto what Mike said. We're very glad that you have joined us. And next we're going to go back to the East Coast. We're going to hear Gary Kromers from West Hurley, New York. And he likes to play at Colony, which is in Woodstock, New York, and Tasty Buds, which is in Red Hook. Okay, the stage is yours, Gary.
Hi, everybody. It's good to be back.
This first one's called 20 Years. Let's try that again, all right? All right. Come with me, let's leave for a new city. Can't define my state of mind. Not that I'm delusional, certifiable, or institutional. I just know deep down in my heart we can use a fresh start. We can start over again and carve out a piece of heaven. It would be just you and me, that would be so sweet. We've been running around and it since has occurred to me there doesn't seem to be as much urgency. How can I find where I'm going if I don't know where I am? How can I know where I am if I don't open my eyes? I look around and I can see what's in front of me. I stop looking for things that aren't there. Things crashing all around, so much despair. And I wonder what's coming next. After 20 years, have we already seen our best? For me to be someone I wanna be. I took your time and you took mine. I ask myself a lot, what is it that we've got? There's been 20 years of laughter and tears. How can I find where I'm going if I don't know where I am? How can I know where I am if I don't open my eyes? I look around and I can see what's in front of me. I gasp for air and take a pause. I always knew it, I admit it, because, and I know it's no surprise, I must confess, 20 years, we have no regrets.
Okay, very nice.
Yay! Gary!
Thanks.
I know we harassed you before the show quite a bit, but now is there a way for you to turn down just the overall by a tad? Just the overall. If there isn't, then we don't want to go through
Yep, let's try it.
it. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Much better. There we go.
That was
Much more
great,
better.
though.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
song, though. Beautiful song. Yeah.
Thanks. This one's called Got Her Ways. And I forgot to put the words up. Sorry about that, everybody. Wish I could remember the words. One more time, sorry. She had a good-natured heart, but she'll never be guilty of calling you back any day. We
Don't be dismissive, make no mistake, she always gets her way. She got her ways. I was going home last night. She wanted my taxi and needed a ride to her place. She got in the cab without me and drove off post haste. She left me in her wake. She got her ways. She got her ways. Got her ways. She got her ways.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. Thank you, Gary. But you're not done yet because you haven't talked to Mike. So here you are.
It's not actually intended as a punishment, but you know. Hey,
How you doing, Mike?
doing good. You're concerned about bringing up the words. You know, we all do that from time to time. I can't function without them. I can't, particularly my own stuff. I can never remember the words for. And there's at least one other person I've heard say that's playing here tonight. So, that moving along song there, 20 years. Is that autobiographical?
No.
No.
I tend not to write autobiographical because I censor myself too much. I don't want to tell people what I'm really thinking. But I always find it easier to project myself into a character and then tell myself what this character is. So this particular character was going to go through what I had in mind and wrote it from that point of view.
Right. Now, repeat the first part of that, and this is for anybody out there who's listening on YouTube and particularly, and all of us here. This is a very sound songwriting tip that we're getting here from Gary. Repeat the thing about self-editing.
Well, I try not to self-edit myself. Once you censor yourself, you probably cut out a whole bunch of different things that you otherwise would have done. And many people are afraid to write from their soul. They think it's going to bear them too much. So just write a story. Let it be about somebody else. That doesn't mean that you can't take from your own experiences. You know, obviously you're the one writing it. It had to come from somewhere. But, you know, how could you write, let's say, about strife between people if you're a happy guy, or vice versa? If you're a miserable guy, how do you write something happy? Just write somebody else.
And another point on that I've gotten from a couple of my marvelous songwriting instructors over the years is that when you put something into a character like that, what you're tapping on is commonality between you and the audience. You're trusting the audience to have had similar feelings to what you're doing, right? Yeah. So, got her ways. You know, boy, cool drive on that. That's some of the newer singer-songwriter kind of stuff. You know, that has that kind of thing. I think it's a very strong song. That what's the backstory on that one?
The chords came first, as most of my stuff does. Very often I don't write lyrics to fit chords. I write lyrics in a lyric book, and then I figure out what fits rhythmically. So the chords came first on this, But one of the things I had driving me during that driving part, it reminded me of some old Bowie stuff. We used to have this piano playing eighth notes behind the chords, ching, 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 going on and on.
Yes, straight
So
eight
that's kind of
behind
what, yeah, and that's kind of what motivated writing it. In fact, the recorded version has that kind of piano on it, and that sparse part has all kinds of other stuff. It went together very interestingly. Kind of
Yeah.
like wrote it while we were recording it.
Oh, wow, that's bold. All right, and what kind of guitar are you playing there?
This is a PRS AE 55, I believe, which I bought with my eyes.
But the
But
Paul Reed
it's
stuff
really
Smith is good, yeah.
Yeah, it is. I needed a performance guitar. The Martins I have, I don't want to alter, and they don't plug in, the D28s and stuff like that. So I needed a performance guitar. And this was good. Had the cutaway, had the pickup. So it works.
Cool. Very glad to hear you again here. It's is West Hurley close to Woodstock?
If you were walking in Woodstock and you tripped over a crack, you'd fall in West Hurley.
West Hurley, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah.
We're right up against each other.
All
Up the
right.
block, it's Woodstock. To the right, to the left, it's me. It's right on the border.
Outstanding. Well, maybe you'll make it on the stage at Woodstock someday. That'd be great. If they ever do that again. All right,
If they ever
Gary,
do that
thank
again.
you very much. Wonderful stuff.
Thank you,
we'll,
Mike.
we'll see you again here, I have no doubt. And we'll thank you for playing and turn you back over to Daphne.
Great. Thanks, Daphne. Thanks, Dave.
Thank you, Gary. Sorry I interrupted you there in the middle, but it was really awesome. The second song was perfectly, yeah, and you really gave it to us, so it was good. Just a question: was I seeing wrong? Your guitar looks like a watermelon rind. I mean, is it green on the oh, it is. It is. Yeah.
Highly figured maple.
Wow. Thank you. And now we're going to have Mike Simpson, our interviewer, take off his interviewing hat and put on his performer hat and play us a couple songs from Saratoga, California, where he is located. And as always, he likes to introduce himself as someone who likes to play at Open Mic America. You will see him here often, and Open Mic Corona, 2 online open mics, although Mike plays plenty and has played plenty in person and not all virtual. So take it away, Mike.
All right, Daphne, thank you very much. One of the things about Open Mic America that Dave Williams does, that I like, is he offers people a chance to play their own songs. But if you want to play covers, that's fine, as long as they were written and published prior to 1925. This one's somewhere in the middle of the 19th century, and it's just a song that comes around again on my mental turntable, Let us pause in life's pleasures and count its many tears, while we all sob sorrow with the poor. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. There's a song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered all around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. While we seek earth and beauty and music, light and gay, their frail forms fading out the door. Though their voices are silent, their pleading looks will say, oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis a song, a sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered all around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no There's a pale, drooping maiden who toils her life away with a worn heart whose better days are old. Though her voice it would be merry to sing all the day. Oh, hard times come again. 'Tis the song, sign of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lived all around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Oh, hard times come again no more.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
All right, and now to an original. I sort of set myself a task. I was looking on the television, and the orange horror was there on the television, and usually I just turn it off. But instead, I made myself stop and listen. Give the lad one more chance to say something true. He didn't. And then I took some notes, and I said, I want to write a song that is intentionally a little more upbeat about our situation. At least a song that has at least some hope in it. And I hope that you will find it that way. I think we'll make it. It's gonna be slow. It's gonna be painful. Our spirits may be low. As we unwind the evil, bring back what we lost. Not gonna enjoy it, for there will be cause. I have hope for our future, recalling our past. Folks forget our traditions, but that doesn't last. The American vision proud and it's strong. It may be battered, but will outlast the wrong. The tree of liberty requires a sanguinary watering at times. As patriots, such sacrifice we make. We tend and we care for that tree, although we know it well. Maybe that we never shall sit down beneath its shade. I think we'll make it. It's gonna be slow, it's gonna be painful. At times our spirits may well be low as we unwind the evil, bring back what we've lost. Not gonna enjoy it, there will be a call. I think we'll make it. I think we'll make it. I think we'll make it.
Well done, Mike.
Yeah. Excellent, Mike. Thank you. And surprise! I don't think we talked about this, but I don't know who else would interview you except me.
Well, you can do it or I can do it.
You would interview your own self.
Yeah.
Oh. So, Mike, we talked about a little bit during the sound check with the rest of the performers. This is not an interview with somebody who's kind of new to me. We have known each other since 1997, starting at the South Bay Folks Open Mic in San Jose. Craig, you're from San Jose too. I know. I don't know if you've ever been to that one. At the Espresso Garden, which was just a place where music grew at that garden. It was really something. And you're really something. And I've always admired your voice very much and your guitar playing. And I've learned a lot from you through the years. But before I come to my question, I wanted to thank you for, number one, doing a heritage song. It's always nice when someone shares
Thank
an
you.
old song
Yeah,
with us.
I love that tradition on Open Mic America.
Yes, and that's something that you do so well. And then your new song, thank God somebody wrote a song that's honest and optimistic at the same time. I mean, who knew?
Yeah, it was more of a struggle than my average songwriting experience. I mean,
Uh-huh.
you know, it started with the hook, but then yeah, and
So you
the
started with the "We're Gonna Make It" part, and then you
I
worked
think
your
we'll
way
make it. Yeah,
backwards. I think we'll
yeah,
make it.
yeah. It kind of went,
Yes.
expanded from that,
Uh-huh.
and then I had the melody, and then I realized that I'd done one of those things where you write a melody that you can't write chords to, and so I had to dig into the old chord box, to get to those kind of things. But I thought it came out okay. Yeah.
It did. I love the chords. I don't do that way. I write a melody that I don't know the chords to because I'm hearing like a symphony in my head or something. And I just say, oh, what if I put my finger on this string or on that string? It's a lot less efficient than I think what you do. But I wanted to get to something else. And I know you've already shared when you interviewed, was it Craig? I can't remember. I think it was Craig talked about you. It was a really good tip about songwriting, right?
Gary, that was Gary. Yeah.
Oh, that was Gary. Yeah. Sorry, Gary. Getting yourself out of the way as the critic. So that was good. That's about songwriting. But I wanted to ask you about singing, and I've always admired your singing, and
Well, thank you, Daphne.
you sing a lot.
Right
So,
back at you.
yeah, thanks. Here comes a doozy of a question. Why do you sing?
It is an interesting time in my life for you to ask that. Since, for reasons I won't get into any details, I may be coming to the end of that. Um, Conceivably fairly soon due to medical things. I sing because I can do no other.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stop myself, and so far nobody's managed to stop me externally. So, but it's my way of attempting to harmonize what I see and what I feel and what I know with what is happening around me. Um, some of my very first songwriting was based on being part of a group in a church. My wife and I were kind of sort of leaders within this youth group. We were a little older than the other people, and my wife is a particularly adroit scholar of biblical stuff, and so we were, we had that sort of responsibility. And one of the things I did was I would listen to the young people in the group, and they would have things that they were dealing with and they were talking about, and we were, if you know church youth groups, a lot of praying went on, and so I would write things that I thought might be helpful to guide them in an appropriate direction. So I wrote music initially. A lot of what I wrote was all Christian stuff, and it was all intended to point somebody, to nudge somebody down a particular path. When I stopped doing that being part of that particular group, when the group sort of aged out, as those things do, I thought, well, I'm going to try writing some stuff that is not specifically, religious in content and nature, or not obviously so in at least one case. But I still generally have a fairly strong purpose in mind with what I write. I recently did a little triptych, a little 3-song set over the course of about a year and a half, all of which are aimed at being supportive of people who are battling alcoholism. And also brought up something from my past, that I was fascinated with this sign that was in a tavern that my aunt owned. Anyway, so I like to do that. And then the other reason that I sing songs that I write is because who else will? As my friend Andy Carn says. So are they any good? I don't always know. I look at some of the ones that I have liked the best. People go, oh yeah, that was nice. And then things that I wasn't quite as fond of, people, are much happier with it than I was. So I do it because it's the only way to test it out.
Right.
And just pure joy.
Well, that was kind of a legacy question that I decided to ask you, and I really appreciate your answer. And you say it's not religious, but I think a lot of your songs are very spiritual, in a spiritual kind of a way.
Yeah,
Um,
I guess maybe so.
some are funny.
A few of them are funny, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Not as funny as I thought they were, but
Oh, well, thank you, Mike. Thank you for telling us all
well,
that and sharing that with us and your
certainly.
songs and your work here at Open Mic America. We appreciate that greatly. You're a
It's a
beloved
privilege.
figure here that we see a lot. So thank you.
All right.
And now we are headed to our next performer. No, actually, we're going to take a little bit of a public service break. And we're going to talk about a dandy guitar. And this time, unlike other times, I'm going to show you my dandy guitar. Look, this is mine that I just brought home from Portland like a week or so ago, and I've been enjoying communing with it and getting to know it, because every guitar has a personality, and it asks you how, it tells you how to play it, but sometimes you need to listen for a while, and it's just so much fun to do that. So what is a dandy guitar? First of all, a dandy guitar is a hybrid guitar. It's acoustic, unique in design, that projects a distinctive sound, considerably higher volume than flat top guitars. And who makes this guitar? It is Capo Dave Williams. And Capo Dave Williams has a drawing for a free guitar for everybody who participates in Open Mic America. And he does this once a year. So anyway, I think we should turn it over to Dave Williams before I talk too much about it out of school here. So Dave, spotlight your own self and tell us a little bit.
Thanks, Daphne. I'm hearing some great music tonight and looking forward to the rest of the show as well. Dandy guitar, which I've been building now going on 5 years, looks like a flat top guitar, but it is not. A flat top guitar, Martin, Gibson, Taylor, what have you, or custom made, they are not flat actually. The top of a flat top guitar has a slight dome to it. The bracing forces it into that dome, and the radius of that dome is 30 feet typically, which is a very shallow dome. The dandy guitar has a radius of 16 feet, and so it's nearly twice as high, the dome. It's hard to see looking at it. If you put a straight edge across, you could more or less see it. That's one of the things that sets a dandy guitar apart. The second thing, and this is a pretty big deal too, the dandy guitar has a floating fingerboard. Fingerboard is not attached to the body. You see a lot of electric guitars like this, but the advantage of this is it doesn't deaden the sound of the body like flat top guitars do. The third thing is the dandy guitar has what's called 0 fret. It means that there is no nut on a dandy guitar. There is instead an additional fret called the 0 fret, and above it is a string guide that locates the strings laterally. The effect is the guitar is always playing, the feel of it is like it has a capo on it all the time. The action is as low as it can get and is still the intonation being perfect. So those are the three big things that set a dandy apart. A few of the other things, one thing is the finish of a dandy guitar. Unlike conventional guitars, which are finished with lacquer, which is basically, let's face it, plastic, the dandy guitar is finished with gun oil. It's hand rubbed. It takes many coats to make a finish. The finish is not a perfect mirror finish, but it is very thin, and it is essentially married to the wood itself. And an advantage is you can actually refinish your own guitar. You could take a light piece of steel wool, artificial steel wool, and lightly go over the back of a guitar, and with a cotton ball you can rub oil on, and the front and the sides as well. Another characteristic of the dandy guitars you'll notice is that there are very few adornments, minimal bells, whistles, seagulls jumping into the sun on the fingerboard and all that sort of thing. The truss rod is exposed. There it is. It's a design element. The dandy guitar is like a race car. It's stripped down. One other thing, all ebony accessories. The bridge, the fingerboard, and the headstock cover are all ebony. I think ebony is the king, and that's what I use. Otherwise, the woods, rosewood, I use a lot of rosewood, and spruce and cedar for the tops, and I do build some mahogany bodied guitars. So that's a little bit about the Dandy, and I want to wish everyone good luck in the drawing, everyone that plays on Open Mic America, everyone that helps out on Open Mic America gets a chance in the fishbowl. And thanks to Mike Simpson, he played his Dandy tonight, and I think Steve Anderson is going to play his Dandy tonight. So, and it's always a thrill for me to hear these high-level musicians playing my Dandy guitar. So that's all I have tonight. Thanks so much, and looking forward to the rest of the show. And I'll give it back to you, Daphne.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you, Dave. You explain it a lot better than I do, that's for sure. So now we are going to have 3 more performers, and we are going to hear Joseph Isaacs from Columbia, Maryland. He's been with us before. He likes to go to the online open mic Influence Hall. I think you run that, right? Influence Hall?
No, I run the Music Matters showcase.
Oh, Music Matters. I'm sorry, I'm confused. Well, we have to talk about that.
I've mentioned that a lot of times, so I figured I'd mention a couple of different ones.
Yeah. So Influence Hall on Friday nights and Catberg open mic on Monday nights.
Saturdays.
On Saturday nights is Catbird open mic, and Influence Hall is on Friday nights. And you have one that you run called Music Matters, right?
Exactly. You got it.
Yay, we got that. Okay. And now it's time for you to sing some songs for us.
Sounds good. If you're looking for some mistake, I'm afraid that ain't my stick. I don't know no more than you do. Just at my periphery, there's something I'm beginning to see. The faintest hint of a mystery, like sunlight in a smoky room. And maybe I don't understand. The truth is like a rubber band. The more you stretch it, it expands, and things just slip right through. At the edge of our understanding, we can see so far away. The edge of our understanding, we can see clear into a brighter day from the edge. If you're looking for someone who writes love songs, I'm afraid you pegged me wrong. But I ain't afraid of a little loss. No, I ain't afraid to get lost. Better to have loved and lost than never to have gotten lost at all. What will I find today? Will I discover some new way? All the things I never see, I never close my eyes. And maybe sometimes I go off the rail, but you never know until you fail. Maybe I just don't know. The truth is like a creative tornado. We're chasing it, trying to catch its lightning, but it just keeps spinning away from the edge of our understanding. And see the storm clouds forming far away from the edge of our understanding. We could see something merging from the haze, from the edge. Or if you're looking to be my fan, I think you should understand I am just a perfectly ordinary man. But I do know how to get out of my own way, listen to what the guitar wants me to play. Maybe that is something after all. Maybe there are 6 steel threads sewn between our heart and head. We're just plucking at them, trying to make a tune. But the melody keeps slipping away. At the edge of our understanding, we hear the muse singing far away. At the edge of our understanding, we can see lightning crashing across the bay. From the edge of our understanding, we can see clear into a better day. There'll be a better day. There'll be a better day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, does it sound
Stuff.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Nobody knows what's below the sea. Is it gold if it don't gleam? I can't tell you what it means, 'cause I'm not here to dissect the dream. Nobody knows what's in the box. Is it gold or rubble and rocks? It don't sing, so I just talk. No one can tell you what to think. I'm just scribbling poems in invisible ink. Is it wrong to discuss a song? Is it wrong if I go on too long? Some people say I talk too much, but I don't think I talk enough. I got a lot here on my chest. I just say what I say, you do the rest. 'Cause I can't tell you what it means. I can't tell you what it means. I can't tell you what it means. I'm not here to dissect the dream. Now I know, now I'm not trying to be obscure, though I know mysticism has its lure. No, I'm just gonna say what I got to say. You can't take it any which way. Is it right to shed some light? Is it right if the song don't bite? Now I know this song isn't mine, although I've written every line. Still what's mine is yours, what's yours is mine. I just like the way our minds intertwine. intertwined. 'Cause I can't tell you what to think. I can't tell you what to think. I can't tell you what to think. I'm just scribbling poems in invisible ink.
Wow.
Thank you
Well,
so much.
bravo, Joseph.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was one. You're very. That's a new one for you.
That last one is my newest song. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm calling it Intertwine.
Wow. Okay. Now it's time for Mike Simpson to have a talk with Joseph Isaacs.
Joseph Isaacs, you're a wonder. Um,
You as well.
no, thanks. I've heard that song before,
Mhm.
and I will make a personal comment about it.
Sure.
I think I've heard it twice, maybe more than twice now, but at least twice. That song has got so much to it that each time I hear it, it's like a different song.
Oh, wow.
A little bit of that's due to the fact that the last time I heard it, I think it was new enough that you were still in development with the guitar
Right,
part
right,
in
right.
particular. And this more mature guitar part that you have, the guitar work that you have here is really good. I applaud the fact that you keep working on them after they're
Thank you.
first exposed. You know, that's cool. Um, you didn't call that one Invisible Ink, huh?
I was thinking of calling it Invisible Ink, but I think there's actually already a song out by that title.
Well, that doesn't matter.
guess they could have
Titles
multiple
aren't
songs with the
copyrightable.
same
So,
title. What did you say, Mike?
yeah, titles aren't copyrightable. So
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Invisible Ink would be a good one too. The Intertwine, though, I kind of like it because even though usually I pick the thing I sing the most, like that's kind of the rule of thumb, right?
right,
But
the hookiest a bit. Yeah.
yeah, but I kind of like the Intertwine part because I mean I feel like that's sort of the root of. I'm going to dissect the dream a little bit, but I think that's kind of the root of it. Is like I could play these songs by myself, and have they don't have it doesn't have the same magic as when like we get together on Open Mic America and share these songs.
Right.
It's like the intertwining, like you, especially like I love having, ironically, because the song is sort of stemmed from a discussion about not talking, like somebody who was espousing the view. This was the seed of the song, was espousing the view that it's not good to talk about a song. You shouldn't introduce it. And his reasoning was sound, though I, have a different view. But his reasoning, he did have a point. His point was that, the way he expressed it was he said like, it's like if you go see a movie of a book, right? It kind of can ruin the book a little bit for you because you can't imagine it your own way.
Right.
And I kind of understand what he's saying because like I've heard introductions like that where it's like, okay, this song is about X, and I was like, well, I thought of it about Y, and now that I know it's about X, I don't even have to bother to listen to the lyrics anymore because now I know it's about X, and like, but I think when I've sort of come to the conclusion in like playing this song out and discussing it with people like you is that just because somebody says it's about X doesn't really mean it's just about X.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Everything that we hear is our own possession, no matter what the author intended. Yeah. So you write a lot. I would say maybe easily a third of your songs involve themes of mystery, and maybe a quarter of your songs make at least one reference inside them about the work of holding truth in songwriting. Those are themes that you do that. How does that set of concerns fuel and shape your desire and practice of songwriting?
Yeah, I guess right, like the whole. Yeah, I feel like that the whole songwriting process is kind of mysterious to me, and that's kind of, I think, the draw of it. It's it's like that intertwined song came out after I'd taken a nap, and like I just started playing, and those words came out, and so to me, I think where I'm just kind of leaning towards for my personal songwriting is it's kind of a little bit of like the intersection of like where the subconscious and the conscious mind meet, right? Like, so if you just have a straight up dream, it could be pretty incomprehensible and pretty inaccessible. Um, but then there's something, sometimes a wisdom that that is in the subconscious. Um, like I had a dream when I was a kid that I still remember where like my friend was going like really fast across this log and he falls into this ravine, and my other friend was going really slow across this log down this ravine, and it was just taking forever, and I kind of did this middle course of getting on the log and like sliding myself around and like that dream, it's like it was wisdom, right? Like it was like take the middle course, and like that was wisdom there. And I've had other dreams like that where it's just like been trying to tell me something, but it's also the whole songwriting process is like sometimes like figuring out, okay, what is that song about? I came up with that line, I don't know what's beneath the seam. No, what is beneath the seam?
Yeah. So how do you work on and develop? You have a somewhat idiosyncratic guitar style. Sometimes, although these two songs, frankly, are not very good examples of that. You have some other stuff that's much, dare I say, wilder.
Yeah.
How do you develop that kind of stuff?
I think the wilder ones are probably the ones I do in the alternate tunings, and I would say, like when I get into standard tuning, it tends to be a little bit more typical. Um, but I like them both, honestly, like in different ways. Um, with my guitar styling, when I do the alternate tunings, I tend to just jam, and then like I'll stumble on something. I'm like, ooh, that could be a song, and then work from there. It's usually like something in the music kind of stirs something in me, and I'm like, okay, let's explore that and see what's there. In standard tuning, I tend to go for a little bit simpler stuff, like like I have a song that's a 2 chord progression. I don't
Yeah,
know, I don't know. It's just the way it seems to work out for me.
yeah, yeah. I always think of your stuff as being sort of lick forward. There are these very catchy moments in what the left and the right hands are doing, and you kind of throw it out there, and then it grabs you. And the only downside of it is sometimes I find myself wishing that you had repeated the line after it so that I could catch the lyric. Because I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about the guitar work too much. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of like some people say, like suggest like doing the loop or like effects and stuff like that. I'm kind of almost reluctant to do it just because I feel like I want my main thing is my songwriting, and I kind of want to focus on that. And if I threw in like too many gimmicks and stuff, I feel like it
Yeah.
might be distracting.
Yeah, I have to say I agree with you. I've never found anything as stifling to writing as a looper. Um,
Exactly.
Personally,
I mean, some people
some
really
people
get
do
to
it
work.
great.
And
It's
certainly
not
Katie
for me.
Tunstall
Yeah,
did
yeah.
amazing stuff with it.
Hey, and to answer with the email stuff, any Sundays in July
We're
and
supposed to
August?
do this off the air, Mike.
Yeah, no, we do it right here. Okay.
Thank you.
Joseph runs a wonderful thing called Music Matters Showcase. If you if you perhaps don't feel brave enough to leap in and play on it, you should definitely leap in and listen to it because you'll hear some fantastic players and me. Um,
Including you.
don't know about that. There's some really good players on that show. All right, Joseph, I'm going to turn you back over to Daphne. Here we go.
Thank you all. Thanks, Mike and Daphne and Dave. You guys run a beautiful, beautiful thing here.
Thanks. We love it. And thank you for the music and the great conversation. And now we're going to go to Alameda, California, where the nuclear vessels are. I always like to say that because it's from Star Trek. And we have Steve Anderson, otherwise known as the Elder Singer. And Steve Anderson writes that, or says that, there's going to be a new open mic in August at the Park Street Tavern in Alameda. And that might be something to check out if you're anywhere in the area. Also, the Campbell Theater in Martinez is a winner. So that might be another one to visit. And now we are going to hear the Elder Singer sing.
Thank you, Daphne. It's always a pleasure to be here. And of course, I didn't mention the Mycorona online open mic thing that I enjoy joining when I can. It's a wonderful place to listen and to share what I'm trying to do. So okay, yes, Elder Singer. I'm getting on. I'm 84, and I'm found myself writing about what happens when people get old. This is kind of a, I'm not going to call it a sad song. It's kind of an uplifting song, but it's about sad circumstances. It's called The Survivors. The dishes in the sink have been there longer than they should. Lots more up in the cupboard that would serve the purpose just as good. Still the old man saw them washed and dried and neatly put away. She'd been gone a while, but he did it 'cause he knew what she would say. A tear ran down his cheek into the coffee he just brewed for himself. Happened every morning as he gazed upon their pictures on the shelf. His blushing bride was radiant, gazing at the man he used to be. Standing there beside her, he was proud as any man could be. But the clincher was the one of her, and that puppy from the pound proved the love she had to give was enough to go around. Well, that little pup is older now, and they missed her every day. As they followed the routine she set before she passed away. Taking comfort in a critter when the one you love is gone is the godsend that sustains you through the short term and the long. Life has meaning if you need it, so you don't just fade away. You keep on keeping on with the tail wagging purpose every day.
Ah, yay. beautiful guitar playing. Whoa.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I love it when you talk like that. So, moving on, and I have to change my magic here because I don't have a memory, and I have to have words in front of me to get through the things that I'm going to do here. And making that happen is always a little bit of a challenge for me because I have an analog brain and I rely on digital things to get through what I'm doing. So usually I write words first, and this one I heard a melody, I heard some guitar playing, and I thought, I want to do that. And I was never able to. But in the process, I came up with this song. I hope you like it. It's called Nobody Knows. Ain't nobody knows the roads that I've been down. Ain't nobody knows why I'm sticking around. Ain't nobody knows the troubles I've been through. No one knows why I put up with you. Broke my heart deep down inside. Truth be told, you're anything but true. You cost me money and you drink my liquor. It makes you grumpy and you wanna bicker. Heaven knows why I put up with you. Life is full of mystery, it seems. We make a mess of following our dreams. We try our best, finally make do. Still I don't know why I put up with you. Ain't nobody knows, heaven only knows. I don't know why I put up with you. But I do. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, it's so good to hear you again, Steve. Sorry, Elder.
Call me what you like, it's fine.
All right, just not late for dinner, right? Although I know you cook a lot, your own
I
dinner.
can't be late for dinner, I'm the cook.
Ah, there you go. All right. Well, Mike, here's Steve. Steve, meet Mike.
I've met
Yeah,
Mike.
we've
I like
met.
Mike a lot. He's a smart guy.
Oh, thank you, sir. Speaking of smart guys, here's the elder singer. The guitar sounds great. It was a privilege to be able to help you look at it when you first got it, and it sounded good then, but it's definitely aging up and sounding better now.
It's a dandy.
It's a dandy, to be sure. The influence that I hear in your playing, not all your playing, but stuff you did tonight, for example, I hear a lot of Merle Travis in there. Do you agree?
Uh, it's the technique, I think, is well, I've always thought of it as Travis picking.
Yeah, yeah,
So yes,
yeah, yeah. You and Doc, you love your Travis picking there.
I'm never going to catch up with those guys, but yeah, they're
No,
an influence.
yeah, I don't think anybody ever could. Um, what is your primary inspiration for your songs usually?
I never know. They come out of the blue. I'll hear a tune, I'll hear a phrase, and I'll start to mess with it, and sometimes something good comes out of it. More often than not, nothing.
Hmm.
Um, I've got a much longer list of things I've given up on than things I've completed. Uh,
Yeah, it's pretty common, I think. Yeah.
uh, but uh, but I enjoy the process. I much I enjoy the writing. I really enjoy the guitar. I spend a lot of time just noodling, just trying to come up with new and different ways of making the guitar talk to me. Um, but to be honest, I'm not crazy about performing. I perform because I feel the need to get some feedback on what I'm doing. It's not because I'm thrilled to be in front of an audience. That's not me.
Well, this is the perfect venue because you're not in front of an audience. You're in front
Yeah,
of a computer. Yeah.
yeah.
Now, I
That's
am
good.
aware of the fact that you have a number of pretty phenomenal guitars, and so I'm wondering when you're on the track of a song appears, and you're starting to go into it. Do you usually know right away it's going to be a 12-string song, it's going to be a dandy song, it's going to be, do you know, or do you pass it back and forth and see which one sticks?
There's a definite 12 or 6 string break.
Okay.
Uh, that goes without saying. Beyond that, not so much. The, uh, the circumstance of where I'm playing can have more influence. Um, if I'm, going to like a jam session, I'll take the dandy. People can hear it,
Right.
and it's also it's got a very classic sound, which distinguishes it from your typical you know
Flat top.
Martin or
Yeah.
Taylor. They tend to be less. Uh, the notes come out less defined. They kind of smear together, which for certain things that's kind of nice. But if you want to hear people, if you want a guitar that's going to articulate what you're playing, the dandies, it's
Yeah,
a,
particularly with the style that you play in, every note counts a lot. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
I'm with you there, boy. I've got two of them, and I like them both. They're a little different, but they both have that quality. Single
yeah,
note playing on the dandies is always a kick,
yeah.
because it gets it right there. So 12 and 6 string breaks in. So what makes a song a 12-string song or a 6-string song?
Oh wow, it's kind of the more high energy things go on the 12 string is kind of the bottom line.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
and things that are uh, more defined uh, by intensity of rhythm. Uh, when I play on the 12 string, I think yeah somebody could dance to that. Uh,
Right. Right.
when I'm playing on the six
I'm with
string,
you.
I'm hoping they're listening to the words.
Right. Right. I should point out now, for those who haven't had the privilege of hearing Steve as many times as I have, he's unusual as a guitar player in that he can play a song like "Last Steam Engine Train" on a 6-string or a 12-string and get through it cleanly all the way through. So his skills on the 12 string are unusually for most guitarists. His skills on the 12 are commensurate with his skills on the 6. So he's really is making the division. Not because this song's too hard, I can't play it on the 12 string. No, it doesn't apply to Steve. So that's interesting. So let me ask you this: would you ever play a bossa nova on the 12 string?
Ooh, that's a difficult rhythm. I'm not sure I could play a bossa nova. And it's years ago, when I was in college and before I set it all aside for so long, I could flat pick. I could do that. I can't today. It's just my wrist is become dependent on what my fingers are going to do. I can't just flip it back and forth with the pick and make it happen. It doesn't work for me. And I kind of miss that. There's stuff I would like to be able to do.
Do you use a thumb pick?
I use on the 12 string. I use plastic thumb pick and metal finger picks. On the 6 string guitar, I use my bare fingers.
Oh, okay. I wonder if you've ever looked into the Herco picks, where it's a thumb pick, but it has a flat pick shaped thing to it. It's really easy to grab it and just do a couple of notes on it, and then get back to the finger stuff.
Yeah, no. The thing I want to do with a flat pick is it's dependent on wrist action, and that wouldn't
Doesn't
make
work.
that difference.
Yeah, okay. Well, great to hear you. Always great to hear you. I'm glad you're continuing to write. And he says he's 84. I've done some research, and I think he's actually about 24. But
24, but I do a lot of drugs. Yes.
that's right. There you go. Oh. That's no good. Okay. But once again, thank you for coming. I'm glad to see you. I hope I'll see you back a little more frequently than we have. But if
Well,
that's not
I
possible,
would I would love to see more of you. I consider you a mentor in a number of ways, and you're just what, an hour and something away, and that's kind of hard to.
yeah. Hey, you have my email, right?
I'm sure I do. Yes.
Send me that new open mic up there. I could conceivably make it to Alameda. What day of the week is it on?
Not absolutely locked in yet. It's
Okay.
a restaurant that I've gone to and that I like, and I talked to the guy who ran it, and he has a room that doesn't get used, and it's up a flight of stairs, which is the only bad thing about it. But I'm working with the guy who's been running the Berkeley open mic at Gilman Brewing, and he's gonna be heading this thing up.
Cool.
And the really good news is that it's less than a mile from my house.
Yeah, well, that's cool. So I would suggest, please send me the information, and what I'll do with it, besides just distributing it to people, the mutual people we all know, like Jeff and Janet and some of those people.
Yeah.
I'll make sure that the finished information on it gets to Dave, so he can add the more complete information onto the things that are listed under your name as places to play.
Yeah.
All right, and we'll keep that updated. All right, man. See you around.
Good to talk.
Good luck.
Thanks.
God bless. On to victory.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Yes, thank you, Steve. Thank you, Mike. And now we have Roxy and Johnny from Menlo Park to take us home, take this show home. They play regularly at venues like the Pioneer Saloon in Woodside, the Free Will Brewing Company in Redwood City, and they do a lot of work in their recording and production studio called Wolf Den. And they have an international audience, they say, and DJs in other countries who love to spin their tunes. And they would like to make a shout out to the DJ named, and let me see if I can say this name, Access Med. Maybe Access Med. You need to correct me if that's wrong. Take it away. Take us home, Roxy and Johnny. Uh-oh, we're going to unmute you. Just a second. We will do that for you. You don't have to get up. In a second. It won't take that long. There, I think you're unmuted. Say something.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Yes, we can hear you now. And we can see you up close.
Hello, everybody, and Daphne, you got that right. That's a shout out to DJ in Ghana, Africa. So amazing. We're Roxy and Johnny. The first song that we're going to sing is called Sunglasses in the Rain. And if you're in California, you know when it rains, it pours. And back before the turn of the century, there was very little infrastructure to drain all of that rain. So my neighborhood was full of rain, and then the sun would come out, and you'd need your sunglasses. That's my story. Hit it, Johnny. I'd like to paint your picture, light coming from the east, dark shadows in its way. I'd love to paint your picture, light falling all around, sunglasses in the rain. Sunglasses in the rain, sunglasses in the rain, sunglasses in the rain, sunglasses in the rain. I'd like to write your story upon the empty page, words I'd lay on thick. I'd love to write your story, your own reality will make you sick. Sunglasses in the rain, they help to hide the pain. Sunglasses in the rain, sunglasses in the rain. You're a pimp and you know it, and your sunglasses show it to you. Wear them in the rain, does it help to hide the pain? They make you look so vain and anything but plain. You're the quintessential 21st century man. You look marvelous in your designer frame. You got nothing to lose and everything to gain. You even wear your sunglasses in the rain. Sunglasses in the rain. I'd like to take your photograph with water everywhere and rainbows in the sun. I'd love to take your photograph. You'd have to smile for everyone. Then in the lens I'd see me looking back at me. Sunglasses in the rain, they help to hide the pain. Sunglasses in the rain, sunglasses in the rain, sunglasses in the rain.
Lee.
Thank you. Got one more song for you that I wrote when I thought that I had no more songs left in me. But 3 years ago, my husband of 40 years passed away very suddenly. It was very suddenly. And I, of course, had to give the news to all of our friends and our relatives, and it was all very sad. And I finally got around to telling my voice teacher, my vocal coach, and I said, well, I don't know what to do now. And she says, well, maybe you should write a song. And I said, oh, I can't do that. I don't have any songs left in me. And then I wrote this song. And I wrote it about him, and he was a cowboy. And you can hear fireworks now. They decided to set off all the fireworks while we're doing our show. So that's what that is, fireworks. And the song is called Cowboy Heaven because I imagine that's where he is. You are my guardian angel. Thank the stars above. I had a guardian angel to fill me up with love. And now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take straight up to cowboy heaven. Straight up to cowboy heaven. You are my guardian angel, and I know it's true. You were as special to me as I was to you. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take straight up to cowboy heaven. Straight up to cowboy heaven, where there's a long silver train by a heavenly station, just waiting to take me away. And we'll ride that dusty rail till the end of the trail, and you'll be waiting for me by the gate, by the gate to cowboy heaven, by the gate to cowboy heaven. Where there's a long silver train by a heavenly station, just waiting to take reminds me of your smile and that twinkle in your eye. I don't know if I can make it, but I'm surely gonna try to find you in cowboy heaven. Find you in cowboy heaven.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Beautiful song. Well, thank you for taking us home. That was a good one to take us home with. And now, Mike, handing you over to Mike.
Hey, you crazy kids. Welcome home to Open Mic America, your first time here, I think, yeah. And it's always a pleasure to hear new people. So, one of the questions that I probably ask too often of duos is, how do you divide the songwriting duties? Do both of you write?
Yes, we both write, but he started writing songs early. In your 20s? Yeah, and I did too. But we didn't know each other at all at the time.
Okay. So Johnny, do you ever sing?
Only when I have to.
Okay.
Lie.
Yeah, well,
That's a lie.
given her voice, I can see how it would be easy to step aside, you know.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. I have always been a fan of the 814s, the Taylor 814s, for backing up female singers, and you were demonstrating beautifully why they've become famous for that. That was some very nice work there. Where do you guys play live? Do you do live gigs?
Yes, we play at the Pioneer Saloon in Woodside.
Oh, you're in
Yeah.
kind of my
Yeah.
part of the country.
And
Okay.
there's a wonderful venue called the Free Will Brewing Company.
And where is that? What town is that in?
That's in, it's like in Menlo Park, Atherton.
Uh-huh.
It's right off of 101, if you know what I
Okay.
mean.
All right.
We've played at the Cats. We've played in Mountain View at, what was it called? St. Stephen's Green. We've played up in Marin at the Log Cabin. We've
Uh-huh.
played, you
All right.
know,
You're in the circuit here, you know. Yeah, that's cool. So where are you in terms of like albums, things like that? Are you doing any of that?
well, we are a production studio, and what we do that I think is quite unique is that we record covers and we record originals, and then we make videos out of them, and the videos are animated because I love to animate. That's another passion of mine. So we actually used Cowboy Heaven, and we made a video out of that, for instance.
And what are your main animation production tools?
Yes, and that's why we have an international audience, is because we can. And during the pandemic, we made a lot of friends on Facebook, and a lot of them were from Africa and Asia. So
Very, very cool.
we got a lot.
What do you mostly use to animate? What software?
I use Final Cut Pro, and now I'm learning how to use Blender.
Uh-huh. Cool. Great stuff. One of our staff people here would probably love to talk to you sometime. Hopefully you'll meet Robert Edgar on one of these
Oh,
shows.
I've known Robert Edgar for a very long time.
Oh, okay. Well, good. You're
Yeah.
already.
As a matter of fact, when I met him, it was a very long time ago, and he was running an open mic or participating in one at the Red Rock Cafe in Mountain View. And I was on a job interview outside the cafe, and I heard the music, and I said to the guy that was interviewing me, I said, "Oh, I write music and I play music." He says, "Well, why don't you go in there?" I said, well, I don't have a guitar or anything. He says, go in anyway. They'll give you a guitar. And I actually got on the stage. Somebody gave me a guitar, and I did 2 songs. And one of them was Sunglasses in the Rain. And that's how I got to know Bob. And I came back several times, and then Bob got interested in helping me record a song called Crazy Things. So he got involved in a project of mine as well.
Yeah. I should be fully disclosing that I already knew that you knew Bob.
Oh, you did? Yeah. In fact,
But I
he just
wasn't
works-
dead sure how well you knew him, so I thought I would
well,
put it out like
he
that.
works, He tells me he works on Edison, which is like half a block away from my house.
Hmm.
I haven't been there yet, but that's great.
All right. Well, once again, welcome to our little party. It's great having you. We hope we'll see you again soon. And I am a particularly large fan. Well, I'm particularly large, but I'm also a particularly large fan of duets. Duets are my passion. You know, playing in them, hearing them, and stuff like that. So great to hear you guys. We'll see you again sometime soon. Daphne, swing the gate.
Well, thank you everybody for playing on this show and for also being such a good audience and being so generous with what you tell everybody about yourself and about your work. That really adds a lot to the evening. Let's see, we will be here at the same time, same station on July 9th, 19th, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I was trying to read it. Oh, yes, it's right here. July 19th, same time, same station. And if you like the show, don't keep it a secret. Tell people about it. And encourage them to watch. You can watch all the archive shows as well, not only at the moment that we are live streaming, because we archive all of them. You can also find on the openmicamerica.com website links to all the past performers and their shows. You could find the list of all the open mics and acoustic venues that they talk about in case you're traveling around the country and you want to go visit somewhere or check something out online. So now let's just thank our performers one by one. Here we go. You can wave when I say your name. Stephen Azzaro, Craig Williams, Gary Cromers, Mike Simpson, Joseph Isaacs, the Elder Singer, and Roxy and Johnny. And thank you so much. See you in a couple weeks. And good night, America.
Good night, everybody.
If you meet me at the corner of Russell and Albina, just about a block from Mississippi Avenue, I'll take you to a house where they hang carpets on the wall. And if we go there on a Sunday, there's a song I'll take you through.